For the last 3 years, I've been working full-time as a software engineer at IBM and now Microsoft. At the same time, I was also a part-time student pursuing a master's in computer science. I actually finished in May, and the specific degree program that I did was Georgia Tech's online master's in computer science program. It's a part-time online program, and I did the machine learning specialization. And as I said, that finished up in May, so it's been a few months. I just want to do a quick video today talking about what my experience has been like transitioning into normal life and what I plan on doing in the future. As you'd imagine, I just have way more free time now and way less stress. I was probably spending like 15 hours per week on schoolwork, and keep in mind that's on top of the normal workload that you'd expect for a full-time software engineer. And it's not just the hours spent that's tiring as a student, or I should say as a part-time student, full-time employee. What's really tiring is just like the mental weight and kind of like stamina, because you're constantly having to keep up with deadlines for schoolwork on top of your normal job, and it's really grueling when you're about to log off for work at the end of the day, but then you know that after you eat dinner, you're going to have to spend time on schoolwork. It's also worth noting that in my experience, work hasn't really changed for me that much. Like, I think when I was doing the part-time master's and working full-time, they still expected me to do a normal full-time employee's workload. And now that I'm done with the master's program, it doesn't seem like the volume of responsibility for my full-time role has increased a lot, at least for now. With this newfound free time, I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning it was a little bit weird for me. It's just so foreign, and I really didn't know what to do with myself. It's amazing just being able to log off for work for the day and just make plans on the fly. I've certainly been traveling way more since May, but going into the fall and winter, I'm sure I'll kind of buckle down and get into more of a routine that isn't so travel-oriented. I've also been able to revisit hobbies and work on things that I just couldn't when I was in school because I didn't have the time or energy to, like reading. I've actually started and finished 2 books since graduating, almost done with a third, which is kind of crazy since when I was in school, I was literally reading like 1 or 2 books a year max. I've also been able to skateboard and play music more, which is obviously something that I've cared about, but just never really had time to. Now, I have been considering embarking on a new coding project, but I told myself I wouldn't learn any new technologies in 2023 outside of work and just give myself a break. So I think I'm going to kind of hold it off until 2024. I will say that doing some sort of deep learning project with PyTorch is something that is enticing to me, just because I have worked with machine learning and a couple of different libraries for work, but deep learning and PyTorch or TensorFlow is something that we just never got around to looking at. I will say I have been just tinkering around with a little project trying to make a DIY tidbit, which is just a programmable LED light board. But I'm kind of having some issues since I really don't know much about circuits. I guess kind of the hardware aspects are kind of limiting to me. But if I do succeed in that, I'll definitely make a YouTube video on that in the future. Last but not least, I definitely want to spend more time making YouTube videos like this one. I've been able to make YouTube videos in the past, but now with this extra free time, I can definitely increase the quality of the content, definitely the editing as well. And hopefully you've noticed in my last 2 videos, they are, in my opinion, better put together than my previous videos when I was working and doing school. This is definitely just a hobby though. I looked at the YouTube partner requirements and have quite a ways to go. Like, I have to get almost 1,000 more watch hours. So hopefully, we'll see if we can attain that. But yeah, this is definitely just a hobby for now, but I'm really enjoying making these videos. I do need some more content ideas, so feel free, please leave a comment, let me know, I guess, what you want to hear me talk about. I kind of am just going to experiment with different forms of content. It's been fun just playing around with it, and like I said, if you have any suggestions, please leave a comment and let me know. Thanks, guys.